Hi, today we're going to be looking at a reverse camera for my Nissan Qashqai. I got this off AliExpress. This particular model is also compatible with the Nissan X-Trail, Pathfinder, Dualis, and a couple of models in the Citroen range, the C4 I believe. Okay, so in the box we have the actual camera itself. Red and black wires go to the light to illuminate the number plate. Connector here, 4 pins, so obviously 12 volts to the cam, and then your video signal. What else do we have in the box? Another cable which will connect to this connector here with, that'll be a 12 volt feed, and then obviously your video cable. Other cables included is just a standard video cable. A couple of layout diagrams in the box. So my reverse camera is not working. I just get a black screen when putting the car in reverse, so I'm not going to be using all this wiring. I'm hoping just to unplug the old camera, and if I'm lucky all the fittings are going to be the same, and just plug in these fittings into the existing fittings, and hopefully the camera works. Before we take the car apart, let's connect this now here to a screen on the bench, make sure the camera is working. So to test the video signal, I've got a SCART to RCA adapter here. My screen, which is also a TV, takes this connector. So very simple. That's our video in. This 4-pin plug hopefully only goes in one way, and it does. There's a slot, so that connects together. We'll give the camera 12 volts. Okay, that's all wired up correctly. Let's plug this into the screen, see if we get an image. Okay, so we do get an image on the monitor. Obviously this is a 24-inch screen. On the car radio, which is a much smaller screen, like 7 inches, hopefully the image will be better. Okay, let's get this fitted in the car. One size 10 bolt comes out first. You can remove this plastic cup. We have 2 press-in clips. And then using a plastic pry tool, we can just go around the panel, pop in all the clips. With that panel off, we have access to the size 10 nuts that hold on the handle for the boot. And cut the cable ties, get access to the wiring for the camera. It was at this point that I noticed that the wiring is a little bit different. The old camera has a red barrel jack for the power, and the video cable is the same. With the nuts removed, you'll just be able to pull off the handle, pull the wiring through the grommet, and the camera just clips into place like a number plate light. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is just modify the wiring that came with the camera a little bit. We're not going to interfere with the 4-pin plug. what we're going to do is we're going to cut off this old jack from the old camera, and we're going to connect it here. I use the heat shrink connectors that come with solder and adhesive to join the wires together. And then a final piece of heat shrink to cover all the joints, keeps everything looking nice, neat and tidy. That's all we need to do with the wiring. With that done, let's get back out to the car. The new camera just clips back into the hole in the handle. Feed your cable back through the grommet and into the boot. Connect the cables to the existing cables. So we have a video cable and we have a power cable, and of course that 4-pin connector that came with the new camera. Here we're going to connect the cables for the light for the number plate. Reset the rubber grommet, and then just cable tie, tidy up the cable. Quick check to make sure that the number plate light works, and it does. Few more cable ties, tidy up the wiring inside the boot. Line up the handle, put it back in its place. Retighten the size 10 nuts. Line up the clips for the back panel and just pop it back into place. The two pressing clips go back. Refit the plastic cup, and the last size 10 bolt goes in. And the job is done. Image quality on the new camera is about the same as it was on the old camera as I remember it, and I'm happy with that. Here is the camera that AliExpress sent to me for review. It's under 10 euros, good value for money. I'll put a link in the description. It's definitely a do-it-yourself job. Remember, there's always a fix. We'll see you in the next one.